All right. Haha, it's working. Y'all hear me out there? It looks like my microphone's working. Hey, haha. All right. And start. What's going on tonight? Yo, yo, yo. What's up, Charlie, Mike, Mr. Pops? Not a whole lot. How you guys doing this evening? I'm sitting here playing with fish and stuff. Oh, that's not radio. Playing with fish and stuff. You can't even see the line. Maybe you can. But anyways, how y'all doing this evening? What's going on, Mike? What's going on? Shake and bake. What's going on, Miguel? Mr. Terry, Bubba, how you guys doing? I'm doing pretty good myself. I got a little headache today, though. I don't know why, but a little headache. But other than that, pretty good, pretty good. I know the weather's really heating up for us out there. What's going on, Joe? Everybody like and share me. I'm gonna bring on somebody else again this evening. Try to get us all in here. Get us all in here. I'm actually gonna go fishing this week for the first. Well, not the first time. I went earlier this week, but first time I've been getting to go for shoot probably a little over a year or close to it. So I'm in a pretty good mood. What's going on, Whitney? It's definitely a sauna out here. Definitely is that. So we're gonna go try to catch some bait in the morning. Fishing in a fishing tournament Saturday. Maybe I should video my fishing stuff. Probably be more interesting than me cracking on you guys, huh? No. What's going on, Benjamin, Chad, Steven? How you guys doing? Everybody get in here. Maybe I don't. I really don't usually keep a whole lot of them. We're mostly fishing in tournaments. I hear that, Charlie. I hear that. Everybody's doing good, working on the wrecks, getting ready to get loud. I guess we got Slam coming up in a couple weeks. Everybody better get themselves together for that. Where's my love at today? Likes and shares, y'all. Make sure you're getting online and voting for MECA Head of the Month. Get your votes in for MECA Head of the Month. Gooder, you're doing gooder, Chad. Yee yee. All right then. Also, I think one other thing, make sure you get on there and update your member profile because we're going to start doing something in the newsletter. I think starting the next newsletter, we're going to select one competitor profile to highlight in the newsletter each month. So get your profile updated on mechacaraudio.com. If you're a MECA member, get your profile updated and maybe you'll see yourself in our newsletter. You got air conditioning, man. That's better than I got going out here. I got my fan. It probably sounds like I'm in a wind tunnel, unless my mic's just that good. But anyways, I'm gonna go ahead and bring on my buddy here, Mr. Jeff from Chiare. Let's hit the button.
I'm
What's
honored.
going on tonight, Jeff?
Nothing much. I just got back from the pool, so I'm wearing swim trunks in case you see my lower half, getting some speakers and stuff.
Hell yeah!
No,
Oh,
but for real, if you want to see my lower half, send me a DM.
I ain't supposed to say that on here. My
That's
bad,
right.
y'all.
So yeah, I decided to take a break from trying to get loud. The key word is trying. It's those 21s and all.
It can be difficult sometimes.
I don't know. I don't know yet. I just finished the box, so we'll see. We'll see how it all goes.
Just finished the box, huh?
Yeah, yeah. So you got some stain on it. Got 3 coats of poly and did the bracing and all that fun stuff. So now it's time to load it all.
Load it up.
That's right.
That's always the fun part.
It is. I definitely feel there's a bit of a crunch, but I definitely feel good because I finished the power wheels. The only thing I have to do is load the subs up, and I'm good to go.
Well, you got the hard part done then, right?
Yeah, yeah. Well, loading the subs up is kind of. I mean, these things are.
Right.
Well, they're nice, a little heavy, but not too bad.
I hear that.
But yeah, we've got a bunch of cool stuff we're going to be showing off at Slam in our booth. So I'm excited about that. We've got a bunch of we got the Cherry subs, the BNC subs, which the ones I have one here. Now this one is kind of heavy. This is the 21 iPal with the lots of Neo and a 6-inch voice coil. Oh,
Heck yeah. So you guys are going to be setting up out at Slam. For those of you that don't know, Jeff's but I don't know the title there, but he's with Chiare, one of our manufacturer members.
Yes. So I'm technically the wholesale manager for both BNC and Chiare in the U.S. But I do a lot of the the hands-on work for getting the word out there, since this is kind of my crowd anyway.
Right.
But this is my favorite product that we've come up with in a while. This is the Triax, which I'm sure some of them have heard about this before. This is a 18-inch woofer with a coax horn driver on the back, compression driver. So the horn will play down to, I think, about 500, 400 with this waveguide on there, and the woofer will play everything lower than that. So this is single driver stunt wall.
That's a big old speaker there.
Yeah, it's really something. So I'm hoping that either I can sell this bad boy at Slam, or I might have to actually use it. I'd hate for somebody to actually make me have to use this thing.
Yeah, that wouldn't be very nice of them.
Oh no, not at all. And then we got the actual big boy horn.
Man, where are we going? The baseball game?
Hell yeah, man! No, this the prime. So we did a suggested design for those, and the minimum amount of mid bass that they suggest for it is 2 15-inch mid bass, and that's like bare minimum, because you still have to drop the horn down quite a bit. So with that, the design it's pretty cool. It's using a bunch of clubs. So we actually have guys that DIY these things. The designs online for free. They make the designs and then they just sell them to clubs.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah, it's really cool. But
So where do these guys pick up Chiare at?
so there's a couple different places. We have a few different dealers across the U.S., but we also have some online retailers. The two biggest ones would be Parts Express and Drop and Hertz. So,
Parts Express and Dropping Hertz.
yeah.
What's going on, Tony? What's going on? It's Jim, Justin's dad. What's going on, Sam? Charles?
Oh man, but yeah,
Yes, Charles, I'm knitting a scarf. No, I was rigging a fishing pole. We're going fishing tomorrow. I feel like a child on Christmas morning, and I couldn't wait till this was over to finish.
Are you gonna catch anything?
Um, we'll find out. I mean, hopefully, because we're going fishing for bait. So if we don't catch bait, then we're not going to catch what we want.
That's fair.
You know, thankfully, there's several different ways we can go about doing it, but I don't know if anybody knows what the heck I'm talking about, but moon eye are biting, and basically that's just a big. Well, it's not big. It's a little silver fish, about I don't know, 8 to 12 inches long usually, and they got big old eyes, like so that's why they call it moon eye. But it kind of looks like a shad, but it's not, and it'll actually bite a hook.
Okay.
So basically, you take that float and float it down the seam in the river and hope one of them bites it. Hey, now I taught fishing lessons.
Yeah. Now I'm all on board now. You got to take it.
But no, we should catch something. I just don't know if we'll catch what we want, but we'll find out. Hey.
Oh,
It's been doing pretty good.
So Shannon's asking how retail members can get Chiare in their shops. You can message the Chiare North America page on Facebook. You can send an email. You can send me a message. If you go to Chiare North America, we have a bunch of different contact information on there, from phone numbers to WhatsApp, any of that stuff. You can get a hold of us. Unbuilt daily driver.
Unbuilt. How did they make noise if it's unbuilt?
That's my question. But yeah, we've got all kinds of new stuff. We've got some new Chiare coaxials.
So you got some new products in?
Lots of them. Yeah, lots of stuff that we're showing off. So this is the new 8-inch. Oh, sorry. No, that's the B&C 10-inch that's going in my rear doors. Oh, they look really similar. So
I thought you was ready, Jeff.
I was ready. I've just got too many things in here. So this is the new 8-inch Chiare coax. So this guy, the waveguide is actually inside this, and you can see it a little bit. You can see the reflection of the aluminum in there. So this is a thin fabric dust cover that's actually it's starched, so it's super thin. It's acoustically transparent, and so it doesn't impact the high frequencies at all. And it's nice because you don't have a giant waveguide sticking out, and it acts as a second filter. Make sure you don't get any debris inside the compression driver.
That's a good one.
Yeah. And then
you said you had all kinds of them. Keep them coming, buddy.
Man, I've got stuff out in the garage. I got a pallet of stuff in for Slam, so I've got tons of stuff.
Pumped. So you're gonna have a booth at Slam?
Yeah, we've got a 60-foot booth at Slam, so it's going to be pretty big. We've got quite a few people in there, and the element should be making its debut there, as long as I don't screw something up. So let's hope that doesn't happen.
All right, so go check those guys out at their booth at Slamology. It's Chiare. Is B&C a part of that too, or just the Chiare?
Well, we're there presenting as Chiare, but we'll have B&C stuff there as well to show off, because on the top of the tent, on the table covers and stuff, it's got 18 sound and BNC on there. So we'll have some product, but really we're there pushing the Chara stuff. Shannon, I have some stickers. Whitney made some for me, so we'll get some over to you. And Whitney, you're late. I already showed off the 21s earlier.
The 21s.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I showed you the 6-inch voice coil.
6-inch voice coils.
Oh God! All right, you're gonna make me lift this thing up again.
Oh, you act like it's heavy.
It is. It's not fucking light.
Watch your mouth.
Yeah. So this is the 21 iPal. It's got a 6-inch voice coil. Yep, 6-inch voice coil. It's wound both inside and out for greater heat dissipation. So it's not like a super thick coil. It's got a relatively tight gap, but it's wound on both inside and outside. Shut up, Whitney.
It's only 47.
Yeah, but I'm lifting it up from sitting down.
Oh man, I'm gonna have to get you a set of hundos. I'm coming straight to the Chiari booth and telling them they got to make you some.
They probably would. I mean, to be real honest,
just to make you have to pick them up and fix them when they break and stuff.
Oh, for sure. But yeah, we've been doing a lot of work. We've also got a new tweeter that's coming out. It's not out quite yet, but it's someone's running 18 iPals. All right, that's good news. I love to see that. But yeah, we've got a lot of stuff that's that we're trying to show off. The new tweeter, it's going to be a small 1-inch tweeter, kind of like the about the same size format as like the PRV 450. So it's a relatively small bullet tweeter, but this is completely from scratch. So everything that BNC, 18 Sound, and Chara make it's all made and designed in Italy in-house. The only product that isn't made in Italy is actually that big horn that I was showing earlier, and that's only because it doesn't make sense to ship it across. You're paying for air to ship air at that point. So right. We actually have that made here in the U.S.
They said you got your head shined up before we started this. You was shining bright like a diamond.
So you saw Carmelo's truck?
Yeah, I saw it.
You see how do those iPals sound?
It sounds pretty darn good. I think it does anyways.
Good.
I think it's a pretty nice build.
Mm-hmm. Oh, that's cool.
Yeah. Okay. I remember exactly which one it is now. That ain't the exact one I was thinking it was, but yeah. Now that I remember, it's actually a really cool build. And I did have some videos of it, I think, but they got deleted when my OneDrive got deleted. But it's a really nice McLaren build. And he's got those in there with it. I think it's got a bunch of like horns in there.
Mm-hmm.
And stuff that are all fiberglass into the door panels and stuff. It's really neat.
That's cool.
And like when I first looked at it, I was thinking, oh man, it looks awesome, but this is going to definitely, but when it played, it was good to go. So whoever looked it up and got it going, it sounded really good, but there was so much stuff there. It was one of those ones I was thinking, oh boy, I think you know what I mean.
Yeah. When I went to Puerto Rico and went to look at some of the builds out there, it was wild. And then going to the motorcycle shows where I'm like, it's like the first one I went to, I'm like, it's not going to be that bad. I mean, how loud can these things really be? and then you go in there and it's like, what's happening? It's so
Right.
loud, and it's just wild how loud these motorcycles are. And it's like cars can obviously get louder, but like from a basic motorcycle build compared to a basic car build, it's not even close. It's just nowhere near the same thing because those basic motorcycles get gnarly.
Chiares. Got to go get them.
Yeah. So I do this on pretty much every live or podcast I go on. In general, comb filtering's bad, boys and girls. Let's avoid that as much as we can. So a bunch of 6.5s and a bunch of 8s in your
I
doors.
use cones for filters all the time. What are you talking about?
Bunch of 6.5s and a bunch of 8s indoors is not going to net you a very good result. You can tune it as much as you like, but comb filtering does not go away. All those drivers are arriving. The frequencies are arriving to your ear at separate points depending on the distance. So you can fix it in one spot, and it just gets worse in another spot. You can't really fix comb filtering except if you're standing in one place. So that's right. Well, no, one big 10 isn't gonna. If you're gonna do it in one car door, that's fine. But for like the big stunt wall, you get the big horn and 415s. That'll do it for you.
That'll do it, huh?
That'll do it. Yeah. So the cool thing about the big horn is it's like ultra sensitive. It's like 112 dB per watt per meter, and so you use that in like 4 efficient 15-inch pro mid basses. You do that, and that horn plays down to like 300 hertz. So effectively, it's taking care of. You don't need a mid range. You don't need anything like that because that horn will take care of all of those frequencies from like 300 to 20K. So you do that, and then you get 415s, which that amount of cone area will net you the amount of mid bass that you really need, and you're all set because comb filtering isn't much of an issue. At 300 down to whatever, because bass frequency, mid bass and bass frequencies couple. So that's why you can have subs in different parts of the car, and effectively you're still gaining bass, although you can still get some small cancellations. It's nothing like mid range. Mid range is the worst. Sorry for getting fancy and stuff.
Cancel.
That's right.
Nobody wants those cancels.
No. Don't want any of them cancels. Anybody have any questions?
Anybody got any Chiare questions? Again, this is one of our representatives from Chiare, one of our manufacturer members, Jeff. He's been showing us a couple of their products. I think they're bringing a lot of new stuff to show us at Slam.
Mm-hmm.
You probably can't show it all to us, so go check out their booth at Slamology.
If you
single 12 horn per door.
So if you can, so that works as long as you get an appropriate horn. So you can get effectively some 12s will be good up to a certain frequency. That you're still going to beam upward. You would normally mate a horn to a 12, but if you get a horn that plays low enough, something like I'd say 1,000, 1,200, you can be okay. That's perfectly fine. But you can still, if you're trying to cross the horn at like 1,800 or 2,000, and you're trying to get a 12 in there, you're going to have a really bad time because it's going to beam and it's not going to sound that great.
Right.
But it for sure can be done because there's coaxial drivers out there that sound great, but you just have to use some logic on there.
Logic? Who's got that?
Apparently not that many people.
Right?
I love it when people say things like pro audio doesn't sound good, but it's like, how many concerts are there out there that you've been to that sound great? Then they hear one bad concert and it's like pro audio sucks. It's like, how many bad cars have you heard in your life, and how many good ones are there? The ratio to good to bad cars is it's not looking so good.
Fair enough.
Yeah, but like if you go to a really good venue with a mixer that knows what they're doing, it sounds great. It's the same thing as a lot of the car stuff.
Right. I think I know what you mean. I go listen to some live bands and things sometimes, so I know some buildings and things and probably who's running the sound maybe, but some of them just they don't sound that great. And then other ones do. So
Yeah.
I
Well,
kind of I kind of get that.
so it sounds so. It doesn't really matter as much. I mean, the material matters a lot for like what the dome breakup is and stuff like that. And each material kind of has its own sound signature, but that doesn't matter as much if you have a DSP because you can tune almost anything out. So if you've got a material that peaks a lot, like titanium, you can usually can get rid of some of the ringing, but you still get some breakup. Especially aluminum's really bad for breakup. Uh, but they got rid of a lot of aluminum domes out there for stuff like this. But effectively, the bigger issue is trying to make sure you have a waveguide that actually can control dispersion and load down to a certain frequency for like mid-range drivers. I see all these guys out there with like mid-range horns that are just like that big, and
Right.
and you can't control dispersion at that point, and it all just depends on the design. But a lot of times they don't even load down to what they say they do. That's why this giant horn behind me is like 2 foot by 2 foot to play down to 300 hertz because it has to be that big to control dispersion and to also load down to the frequency it needs to.
So when you say dispersion, are you talking about how it dissipates this
Yeah,
direction?
yeah. So it's how it distributes frequency, how it distributes essentially. So there's a lot of good graphs that show that, like on high quality product, you can really they'll provide a lot of that info. Clipple reports will have it a lot of the time if they do like a full report. Um, but it's really interesting. So a lot of obviously the lower you get, the more omnidirectional a lot of the frequencies are. So like if you start loading down to like 500 and lower than that, a lot of the time you'll see the dispersion on these plots because it's all like gradient color. It'll start to like move out, so it starts to wrap around like where the horn body is and stuff like that. If you have a horn that loads down that low, but everything else, as you get higher up in frequency, a lot of the time it becomes more directional. So it starts like beaming. And that's where the term beaming comes from, is because it essentially becomes like a laser. Like you can play up to like 12, 16K with with a halfway decent 6.5, right? But the problem is the only area you're going to get that output from is like directly in front. You're not going to get it anywhere else. So you can move to like the side a foot when you're 6 feet back, and you won't be getting that output.
Makes sense.
Yeah,
Education.
that's right. That's what I do best. New drinking game. Oh, essentially, I've actually heard that before. So we should probably do
That's a good game if he's heard of it before.
it. It's a problem. I need to work on it. I get it.
So essentially, what you're saying is that
I'm
you
waiting to
need
hear it.
the horn to be that big for it to dissipate. Essentially,
To yeah, to get like halfway good dispersion. Yes, yes.
I'm trying to get everybody drunk. Sorry.
So the Steven Smith is doing a Rav4 build, and he asked me for some information on what to do with his, and we've kind of been going back and forth for a while. I gave him, I took a picture of the mounting points that I had on my car, and showed him those. So I think he's going to hopefully be using something like I had.
All right. So Stephen Smith, he said that. Thank you for the help. I think that's kind of what you were replying to there.
So Carmelo, it depends on the material. So there's a material out there called PEAK, which is like a really rigid plastic. and that's what a lot of it's a super strong polymer that a lot of people really like to use, and it's great. It doesn't break up much, and effectively, it doesn't really matter. It matters what the material of the horn is, of course, for like sound signature, but it doesn't really make it go much lower. Um, as long as the material's rigid and doesn't break up, and more often than not, the limiting factor on horns is the actual waveguide or the horn, because if you don't have a horn that will load down that as low as you need to play or you want to play, it doesn't matter what the material is. It doesn't matter how big the dome is. It doesn't matter how much power you put to it. If it doesn't load down that low, it doesn't load down that low. So you can't reproduce the frequency at like audible volumes.
All the scientific hornage.
Yeah. Man, I'm just trying to make people horny. That's all.
We knew it.
Yeah, from the get go, straight from the get go.
Well, Matt said this, and I'm going to hide it now, but he's being mean.
No. He mean it. He means it. He means it. No, he just loaded in the new GR12s, and the day he put it in, he's like, "Man, I don't know. I think kind of sounds like a little bit of a loss compared to his Crossfires." And then the next day, he's like, "Dude, what happened?" And he was like, "This is a huge gain. I don't know. I'm not sure what happened, but it's just a huge gain." He put it on the meter. He's like, "It takes 2,500 less watts and gets the same score at 30 hertz." So, oh, please. If I had $1 for every time that Denise told me she was going to hit me with a shovel, I mean, I don't know, man. I probably wouldn't have to go to the same.
Then you could probably loan me some money.
That's right. Mm-hmm. Also, she used to call me Finger Toes because when I first moved to Ohio and started going to MECA shows, and they were joint with the Iasca shows, I would wear the Vibram 5-finger shoes, the ones that have the individual pockets for toes.
Right.
And she would nonstop make fun of me. So for like 3 years straight, she just called me Finger Toes. I don't even know if she actually knew my name at that point. She just called me Finger Toes.
That was your name.
It pretty much.
That was your name.
Any other questions at all?
Got a new name?
What's Baldy? My son tried to make fun of me the other day and told me I'm bald. I'm like, buddy, it's been this way. I get it. I know you're not doing any damage here.
Right.
Hey, Lauren.
All right. So, any of you guys got questions for Jeff before I kick him out?
Yeah.
No.
Straight booty hole. Just kick.
Again, those of you guys that missed it, if you just came in. All right, Finger Toes. Essentially, Chiara is going to have a booth set up at Slam. They're going to have a lot of new products there. Jeff got on here. He showed us some of them already. Again, this is one of our manufacturer members. So if any of our other manufacturer members want to get on here and talk to me or talk about their products, reach out to me. We'll get you on here. I know I asked a little bit earlier how people get their hands on the Chiara products.
Yeah.
You said Dropping Hertz and Parts Express, correct?
Yeah, and then we do also have some local dealers and distributors we're working on. But right now we're working on redoing the entire Chiara website. So once that's up and running, I'll probably have you send a message to you guys and let everybody know that it's the new website's up and ready to go. But we'll have a whole list of dealers that you can find product at and stuff like that.
Awesome. So I think Shannon also asked you if there was any dealers that wanted to get in touch with you, and you said to message the Chiare North America page.
Yep,
Is
they
that
can message our North America page. They can send me a message. I mean, you can send me a letter. If you DM me, I'll send you my actual physical address. You can come reach me. I've got a pager. I'm on the yellow pages. You know, whatever you want to do, man. Smoke signals, carrier pigeon.
281-330-8004? All right.
All right. Well, it was great talking to you, and
You too, Jeff. Thanks for coming on, man.
no problem. And I will see you at Slam.
Yes, you will. I'll see you there, buddy.
All right.
All right. It doesn't look like they're asking me anything else. So, again, check out Jeff and Chiare at Slamology. They're looking forward to seeing you guys there. Thanks again, Jeff.
No problem.
You have a good one.
Bye.
Oh, that's how they get a hold of him, huh? So Whitney is essentially losing her buzz. And Jeff has essentially gotten off the live. And if you're drinking every time I say essentially, you're probably officially wasted, essentially. All right, I'm done with that. Anyway, so again, that's something that I might try to start doing here. Our manufacturer members, get them on here, let them show their stuff. I want to shout out all our manufacturer members: McLaren Car Audio, Incriminator Audio, Resilient Sounds, Arc Audio, DC, Brand X, all those guys. We appreciate them. Of course, Chiare, I just had him on here. Again, if any of them guys want to get on here and talk with me, or talk about their products, get with us, and we'll get you on here and see what we can do. You wasn't too late, Denise. I still got about 20 minutes, but I'm not as fun as Jeff. I'm not as fun as Jeff is. I mean, he is essentially. So when I first got on, I told you guys, don't forget to be voting for your MECA Head of the Month. Also on the website, if you're a member, we have the MECA profile. We have the MECA profiles. Make sure you get on there and get your profiles updated. We're going to start picking one profile each month for the newsletter and kind of highlight that profile in the newsletter. So make sure you get on there and update your profiles. If you don't have anything on there, it's probably not going to get picked to be highlighted. I know we got some events coming up this weekend. I'll talk about that first here. We've only got 2 coming this weekend. It looks like we got June 3rd in Hobbs, New Mexico, the Hobbs Summer Showdown there in New Mexico. I'm pretty sure we just got Steven over his new meter there, so he's ready to rock and roll out there in New Mexico. Get out there and see him. I think this is going to be his 3rd event now, so he's going to start getting close to kind of getting with it, knowing what's going on. So make sure you get out there and see Steven in Hobbs, New Mexico this weekend. And then we've got another show going on in Grove City, Ohio. Kind of a big deal to everybody, I suppose, but we're doing a benefit show there in Grove City. Called Bass Behind Amanda. It's for one of our members, a fellow bass head, going through a pretty tough time, having some health issues and surgeries and all that good stuff. So the team up there in Ohio, a group of good people there, they've put together this event that's coming this weekend. It's going to be a 1X event, and the proceeds will be going to benefit Mike and Amanda there, or Amanda. So if you're available this weekend and you're within driving distance, go show that show some love. I know that we would all really appreciate it, and we're all thinking and have Amanda in our thoughts and prayers, and hoping for better things to come. But anyway, so I wanted to talk about that and make sure we get as many people out there as we can, show to show them some support. Let me check my chat here. So let's see. Lauren says they have an amazing raffle for the Base Behind Amanda show. So like I was trying to get across there, make sure you get out there and support that show. It's for a good cause. Um, Trying to help a fellow basehead out. So make sure you get out there. So Pops would like to know if there's a way to donate if he can't make it. I will find out the answer to that unless one of you guys know the answer. But I'll try to find out the answer to that and let you guys know how to make a donation there. And she says they have over 50 raffle items. So if you like raffles and you like winning stuff, make sure you get out there this weekend, June 3rd. Base Behind Amanda, 1X in Grove City, Ohio. OH? Oh, I didn't have no teammates. Sorry. Okay. So she said she'll upload the Cash App, and I'll try to get that posted, or we'll put it in the comment section here. And anybody that would like to donate to that can get the funds to the proper location there. There we go. I got a couple people going with me. What else here? I know we've got 3 more 4X events we've got going. I think 2 of them are already on the schedule. We've got one we're planning. We got Florida in August 12th and 13th. We've got Ohio August the 19th. And we've got Indiana coming on September the 16th. And again, those are all 4X events we're working on. Where we're looking for sponsors for those events. So if anybody would like to sponsor any of those events, the awards or anything like that, get with us. And okay. In the house. But I think I'm trying for the Indiana show in September to get the Trinidad guys back. So if anybody's interested in helping us do that, reach out to us and we'll get that done. I did announce last week, but we have a new manufacturer, which is McLaren Car Audio. Any of the retail members, I think I asked you guys last week as well. Any of the retail members, if you would like to update your information or put anything in the newsletter or do anything like that, please reach out to Shannon before the end of the week, and she'll get it updated and try to get it posted into the newsletter. And she wants to update that on the next newsletter. So we need to try to have that information by the end of the week, or we won't be able to get the updates in there. So any of the retail members that are watching, get with us and make sure we have all your stuff up to date for the newsletter coming up. And I had my buddy Jeff on here. We talked about a lot of their products, the Chiare booth at Slam. Check them guys out. Yeah, I know. My bad, my bad. So Steven here, our New Mexico event director, he says to remind everybody that West Texas is pretty close to Hobbs. So if you're in the general vicinity, make sure you get out there and see him. I'll let that run across here the bottom again there. Um, the Hobbs Summer Showdown is going to be going down there in New Mexico this weekend. You can get on the website mecacaraudio.com and check out the total event schedule there. You can also get any other information that you might need there about this event. I think Steven's contact information will be there, so you can reach out to Steven directly. You could also reach out to Shannon or myself for any questions regarding the event. So yeah, West Texas folks, if you're close to Hobbs there, head out and check Steven out. Okay, so Lauren put this in the comments here. So if you want to send a donation to the Basehead for Amanda event, or you want to send a donation directly, you can send to this Cash App address here, and we'll leave that in the comments there. But for any of you folks that would like to donate that can't make it there, you can do that. And then she says, if you don't have Cash App, contact her. So if you don't have Cash App and you would like to donate, contact Lauren Agency and she'll get you squared away. She'll make sure the money or the donation gets to the correct spot. Let's see. And again, that was a 1X benefit show that's going to be hosted in Grove City, Ohio this weekend. And there's your address there going across the bottom. We'll let that scroll for a minute. It's getting warm out here. This fan's messing me up. But we appreciate you guys too, Lauren. Hopefully everything goes well and you guys raise a bunch of money for a good cause. I know they've been on our mind. See here, check out my chat for a minute, make sure I'm catched up. I like all my new words I make up while I'm doing this.
What words you just make up?
Catched. I catched up.
Does that mean you're caught up?
Yeah.
I like it. I was just thinking.
What's going on, David?
You can't hang.
That's right. Scoot over just a hair. There we go. You're good. Oh, it's okay. Better late than never, David. Glad you made it. Oh, do I got the address wrong? No. No, that's right. Okay. Oh, I'm going to leave that one alone. That's for y'all to talk about. So show starts at 1. She's going to have kids events with prizes that start at 5. Pew, pew, pew. Oh, I'm like a roller coaster. I think you just missed him, Tony. He was on here a little bit earlier. He was definitely on here a little bit earlier. Update the profile. That's what that's what's on my notes here. It says update your profiles because we're going to start picking one competitor profile to highlight in our newsletter each month. So, if you think you got if you think you got what it takes to get highlighted, you're going to want to update your profile. Man, he is. Don't let him play. It is about to go down. What's about to go down, Steven? The Hobbs Summer Showdown in New Mexico. Yeah, you're gonna have to make sure somebody's watching. That's for sure. That's definitely for sure. Oh, they ain't gonna fight, nah. None of that. None of that. Hey, I was just trying to take what you gave me and make it good, okay, Steven? Oh,
What's that word you say? Makes
it's essentially 5 o'clock, essentially. Finger toes is essentially here. Quit. Quit being an instigator. I guess y'all can duke it out in the lanes. I'm okay with that. Score versus score. I can be good with that. Y'all are having fun today. I don't know what to do with myself. What?
if it don't bang, you can't hang.
That's true.
I mean, if you don't make life, you got there, you be somebody.
He's a creeper. I mean, he mostly always has been, but you know, nah. Oh, here they go. Well, I guess only time will tell. Oh. Man, I need a haircut. I'm about to get my hair cut. They're just talking a bunch of smack to each other, talking about if you can't bang, you can't hang. Is that what he said? It's what the neighbor said. Who wants to make the popcorn? I got all the popcorn. Oh, it's above. His name's above that name, and your name's above this name. Denise is making caramel popcorn finger toes. Essentially,
Can you stop doing that?
let out sand. If you let out enough sand, we can build a castle. I like building sand castles. I got a lot of sand castles in my backyard. You like sand castles? I like sand castles. I usually just build mine and leave them though. Oh. Lowe's sells it in 50-pound bags.
Thing?
Sand. And 60 and 70-pound logs. Oh, yeah. Sand for the castles.
That we're gonna build
Yes,
sandcastles.
that's correct.
Yeah. You know what would be really cool? Is build a bunch of sandcastles and see if your base.
What's going on, Cody? Can't buy no tunes. We all got to get built up, don't we? That's what I thought. Everybody's got to get to work to get it done. Somebody's got to win. It might as well be you.
Why am I not winning?
Because you're not building.
Once you build, it's built.
If you build it, they will come. What's going on, Luke? Oh, you're down amps. Well, that kind of sucks. I guess we'll cut you a break. I mean, in case you haven't realized by now, Matthew, it's never ending. You're always going to have a lot left to do. Even when you think it's almost done, it's not. Heck yeah, Nilo. I'm glad to hear it. I'm looking forward to seeing you out there, man. That it is. That it is. Welding a truck back together. Uh-oh. It's only done when you retire. And then it's still not done. Just ask Joe. Oh, Luke will be at the DC booth giving out demos. So check out DC Audio booth at Slamology. It's another one of our manufacturer members there. He'll be there handing out demos at the DC booth. Get with him. Oh, catch me in the lanes. How about that? It's the Slamology Crunch for all of us. This is true. Every year I remember. It used to hurt sometimes it didn't. But I remember. So everybody out there getting ready for Slam, you ain't got long. And I don't have long either. I can't decide which part's worse, whether you're actually a part of the show or actually competing. But I know everybody is busy right now. So I think we're coming up on our hour here. I appreciate everybody watching. Again, if you're watching on YouTube there, make sure you like and subscribe. Check out MECA Official on YouTube. I'm getting ready to upload a video of some testing that we did. It's not really. I wouldn't call it informational yet at this point. We're gonna do some more. It's more of basically just a testing session I did with Ben and kind of how we do things. So that should be going up by the end of the week here at some point. We got a few other videos on there, so check out the MECA Official YouTube channel. Check these comments here. All right, MGK. All right, Man Bun. Pressure. It does make diamonds. I'm with you, Sam. Scared of another one. All right, y'all. It's been real. I appreciate it. We'll catch you next week. Make sure I'm caught up here. All right, I hear you. I don't disagree with you. Looks like I'm caught up there. So until next time, keep it loud and clear, Mecha heads. I'll see you next Wednesday.